Dick Saslaw, your state senator for the 35th District. As you know from reading in the papers, we've just completed the 2013 session of the General Assembly, and there was a major accomplishment in the area of transportation as well as some other areas, and I'll just address this segment on transportation. Over the last decade, we've been faced with a problem here of where our $1.2 billion maintenance budget was used up before the year was out, and it had reached the point where we were taking $500 million every year and more and growing out of our $1.6 billion construction budget. So something needed to be done, or by 2018 we would have virtually no money left to apply for federal funding, and our maintenance would barely be covered and would leave us with no transportation funds. So we put together a plan that consists of two components. One is a statewide component that will raise about $800 million a year, and a regional component for Northern Virginia and for Tidewater. The Northern Virginia component will raise $300 million and will stay strictly here in Northern Virginia. The Tidewater component will raise about $200 million and stay in Tidewater. So there will be no complaints about the money that's raised here through additional taxes up here will go to Richmond. They stay here. The main transportation bill, the statewide bill, as I said, will raise about $800 million a year. The first 3 years of that, $100 million a year, up to $300 million, will go to finish the phase 2 of the Silver Line from Reston to Dulles. That is very important. Also, a large part of that money that exists, that after we cover maintenance, will be used for mass transit and transit in general around the state. That is very, very important, since no major metropolitan area has ever road built their way out of a traffic jam, and we certainly weren't going to be the first. It goes into effect July 1st. It'll take a while, before you begin to see the results of it, but you will see results. The business community has been after us for years to do something about transportation, saying this was the biggest impediment to bringing companies here. We've heard what they had to say, and we did just that in the last session. This was probably the biggest measure go through the General Assembly in the last 2 decades. Again, thank you for watching this report.